I have acquired a drive pulley attachment for the old Fordson F. This one is in the greatest shape, but I'm going to take it apart, try to restore it, and put it on the tractor. So this spins when the lever is up, and then when you push it down, it locks this in place. I've never done this before, so this will be all new to me. We'll just take it apart and take it one piece at a time. The teeth look good. See how that cleans up. Those are the old ball bearings. Okay, here's the lever mechanism. Looks like it's functioning correctly. Still got the square nuts, that's pretty cool. This must be some sort of a shim, but it's all roached out. This one's all bent over. Ball looks okay. Alright, let's get this nut removed from the axle. Washer there underneath the nut. Yeah. Doesn't matter which way it goes. That's the way it was. I'm gonna make a little mark here, just in case it matters. Now, the pulley should come off. These little pieces here appear to be part of the housing, although I need to clean it a little bit more to be sure. And you can see how they're not straight across. They're straight on one end and sort of dovetailed on the other end. This is another good reason for making a video of this, so I can remember how everything goes back together. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. Oh, wow. And this is intended to slide up and down on this axle. Just a bit rusty. Looks a little worn. Threads are good. The axle itself looks good. And then this there's just a tiny little bend right there, which enables you to put it through the hole and into place. Bearings are in terrible condition. Housing looks okay. The more I look at this, I can tell that the teeth are not square anymore on this one edge here. They're actually worn and kind of cupped. So when this goes on, it fits like this, and it's got some play. And that's probably exactly what happened with this. This piece is moving on the shaft, and over time it wears these down. Okay, it's disassembled. Before I go any further, I'm going to put this thing back together just to sort of reinforce in my mind the direction everything goes. This will help us sink in a little bit more. All right, good. Some of this stuff is pretty corroded. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time cleaning. There are already plenty of electrolysis videos on YouTube, so I'm not going to get into this. As far as my setup and how it works and everything, you can look that up if you want to. Made in USA, 1406. This one says 1A4B. Hey, it's moving. There we go. And this fit in there with the letters facing up. I don't know if these things used gaskets originally. I'm making the assumption that they did. But I don't know if they used 1 or 2 or 3. So I'm going to make a couple out of my gasket material here. For sure, I think one will go in between these two housing parts, and then I think I'll put another one between the housing and the tractor. If you put this on top of wood and whack it real good, you can actually drive the gasket material right into the wood and out. All right. Very good. Made a gasket for this, and I was able to flatten the edges out of this one a little bit. This one's still roached out here, but I don't have a replacement, so I'm going to use that as a shim just like it was. These pieces were all extremely rusty before, but after electrolysis and some wire brushing, I think they turned out very good. And on this, I found a maker's plate. I looked up the Rockwood company, and I don't know what else they made, but they made aftermarket, third-party accessory drive pulleys for the Fordson tractors. And they had a brilliant idea of making it with a clutch so you could disengage it. I've been thinking about my axle problem with the worn teeth, and I think what I'm going to do is essentially do nothing. The main reason is I don't have a replacement for this. You can buy replacement stock shafts, but those are the ones that are direct drive. This is a completely different shaft because it's got that clutch system, and I'm not sure where to get another one of these, but I'm going to install everything and see how she goes. I think I can probably add some material here and make them flat across again on both sides, but I'm not going to do that either just yet. I'm going to install it, make sure it works. If and when I ever find a replacement shaft, I'll go ahead and fix these or get a replacement pulley at the same time. So I'm waiting on the bearings to come in the mail. They should be here tomorrow, and I'll see if they need to be press fit or not. There isn't a whole lot of information on the internet out there about these old pulleys. Certainly not the Rockwood pulleys with the clutches. I looked all around, there's just not that much information on them. So hopefully this video will help somebody else out there.